Hi, I'm Steve Thornley at CareNational, and our recruiters have seen some of our candidates really breathe a sigh of relief when an interview request is for only a phone interview. However, this is not to be taken lightly. Facial expressions and body language communicate a lot of information, and so some key items can be lost in translation when you're unable to communicate face-to-face. Therefore, we have some advice to share with our candidates to make sure they have a successful phone interview and move into the next step of the process. The phone interview is more of a screening call to make sure you can wow the hiring manager and be invited for a face-to-face meeting. However, a lot of employers are starting to go with online video interviews with programs like Skype and Zoom, as it gives a more complete sense of expressions and body language. This is especially helpful for hospitals and health plans interviewing candidates willing to relocate for the opportunity, as it's much more cost-effective than flying a candidate out for a first-round interview. Whether for a voice-only phone call or an online interview, you want to present yourself the same as you would in person. Dress for the part and make sure they can hear a professional and excited candidate on the other end of the line. Remember, for phone interviews, they need to hear your smile since they cannot see you. It is also very important that you do your homework on the company beforehand, and as with any interview, you are interviewing them as much as they are interviewing you. With that in mind, always have key talking points about the company and several well thought out questions that will stimulate conversation. These notes are critical to have ready, as sometimes your memory can get a little foggy in a high anxiety situation like an interview. Have you ever hung up or walked out of an interview and thought, man, I wish I would have said that? But don't feel too bad. We've all had that moment, and that is exactly why preparation is key. Lastly, remember to keep small talk small and avoid controversial subjects like politics, world events, or religion. While some of these subjects rarely come up, it's still best to keep the conversation focused on how you are the best candidate for the job and not confusing matters with pop culture scandals or personal preferences. As I've stated before, never forget that the entire purpose of a phone interview is to get asked back for a personal face-to-face interview. That's all for today's video. I'm Steve Thornley. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for joining us for our vlog.